Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it has been forever since I have put up a video and I apologize for that. I'm going to be making an update video soon and let you guys know where I've been. Bill and I have been super busy working on a million projects. Anyways, today I am sharing my pantry tour with you guys finally. This is what the outside of my pantry looks like. It's right off from our kitchen. We recently gave this a little bit of a makeover. We put some new doors on here and I absolutely love it. Originally, when we moved into this house, there actually was no pantry. This actually used to be where the stackable washer and dryer were stored, and we ended up getting rid of the stackable washer and dryer, and then we put a new washer and dryer into another room. So we decided to turn this into a pantry as well as a storage / utility closet. What Bill did is he added a wall between the two, so it wasn't one huge room, because our house doesn't have a ton of closet space, so we really didn't need a super huge pantry and it just made more sense. This is what it looks like when you open the door of the pantry. So this is one of my new favorite things right here. We recently purchased one of these Closet Made over-the-door organizers from Target. Well, we probably purchased this about 3 months ago and I am in love with this. It gives me so much more storage and it makes everything super accessible. You open the door and you can just grab things. And this was also very easy to install. Like I said, it just goes over the door. We did end up mounting ours to the door. I think it just kind of was supposed to hang over the door, but it didn't feel very sturdy. So Bill did use some screws and mount mine to the door. And then he also made it so you couldn't see it on the other side of the door, if that makes any sense. This is the box that it came in. I just wanted to show you guys in case you guys are interested in getting this exact one. So like I said, this one is by the brand Closet Made. And then right here are just all of the measurements. And like I said, I did purchase mine from Target, but they also sell these on the Walmart website as well as Amazon. The only reason I ended up getting mine from Target is because they had one in stock that day and I didn't want to wait for it to be shipped. So this is what the back looks like. It kind of shows how you can mount it to your wall. And then it also shows down here how you mount it to the door. And then it kind of shows here where it would hang over the door. And Bill cut that part off so you wouldn't see it on the front of my pantry. That's what I was trying to explain. And he just screwed it onto the very top of the door. Alright guys, moving into my pantry, I'm going to show you what I have stored on this over-the-door organizer. So first of all, on top, I have some of these Kodiak Cake Minute Muffins. These are seriously super yummy. My favorites are the blueberry and the apple cinnamon. Moving down to the next shelf, I have all of my tea. Well, technically not all of my tea because I am a huge tea drinker and I have so many different ones, but these are probably my most reached for teas right here. I also forgot to mention that all of these shelves are adjustable, but you probably figured that. Also, I wanted to quickly show you what some of my favorite teas are. So I love the Celestial teas. These are my favorites right here, the Vermont Maple Ginger. And by the way, how adorable are the packaging on these? I am always so obsessed with how cute their packaging is. This Lemon Lavender Lane is another one of my favorites. And if you guys are wondering, you can pick these teas up at like Meijer, Walmart, pretty much any grocery store carries these. I also love this Sleepy Time Peach Tea with the cute little dog on the packaging. And then these are another of my favorites. I bought these online. This one is the Mountain Huckleberry Tea. And then I also have the Chocolate Mint Tea. On this next shelf, I have some more of my favorite drinks. So I have some of this Starbucks hot cocoa, which is amazing. I have some matcha tea. I have some Starbucks hot cocoa. This one is the marshmallow one, and this is one of my favorite hot cocos ever. Love that one so much. And then I have my Rae Dunn little sugar container, and I had this decorated for Valentine's Day. I stuck this cute little heart on here and this little label over here, and I just thought it looked so cute that I just decided to leave it on there all the time. On this next shelf, I have some of my baking supplies. I have this apple cider vinegar. I actually have a giant one, and a lot of times I'll just pour it into the smaller bottle just because it's more convenient. I have some organic virgin coconut oil. This cute little guy here, I found this at TJ Maxx, and I actually ended up buying a few of these because I just thought it was the cutest thing ever. And as you can see, it has a bunch of different sprinkles in it. Next, I have some chocolate chips stored in this little hobnail container. Lately, I have just been obsessed with hobnail containers. So I actually found these containers at Target in the dollar spot, and they actually came as cups. They had lids with straws on them. And all I did for these is I bought some of these little mason jar lids and I stuck them on top. And now I'm able to use these in my pantry and in my kitchen to store different things, and I think they look really nice. And then lastly on this shelf, I have this little honey jar here. I recently picked this up from HomeGoods. I had always wanted to get one of these, but sometimes I saw them online and they were kind of expensive. I found this guy, I think, for only $3.99 at HomeGoods. On this next shelf, I have some more of my baking supplies. Basically, what I like to store on this over-the-door organizer is stuff that I know that I'm going to be reaching for the most often. So in these mason jars, I am just storing some white chocolate chips. I have a couple different types of flour here, as well as some of my baking cups. I love using mason jars to store things. I think they look really nice, and they also help to keep everything nice and fresh. Down here I have some of the quart-size mason jars storing some more of my baking supplies. And a little tip, if you guys are going to purchase these quart-size mason jars, definitely buy a pack of them instead of buying one. I was originally going to buy one of these at Meijer and it was $7.99 for one jar. And then I turned a corner and found a whole pack of nine jars for $9.99. So it was a way better deal to buy a pack than it was just to buy one. Moving on to the next shelf, I have a bunch of my pasta stored on this shelf in some of these hobnail containers you guys are gonna see. I am completely obsessed with these hobnail containers. I just think that these look very pretty. So in them, I have some of my bow tie pasta. I always love making the bow tie pasta. It's just super fancy. Some spaghetti and then some wheat pasta. This is a little bit of a better look at the hobnail containers. I feel like in the pantry, it just wasn't doing them justice. So this is what they look like in natural light. I had to showcase these beauties. And these are also super inexpensive. They're only a few dollars a piece at TJ Maxx. And then moving down to the very bottom shelf, I just have a bunch of different drinks stored on here. They also have these little bars you can see right here that kind of hold stuff into place if you have taller things so they won't tip over. So first of all, I have some bottled water, I have some of this super yummy carrot juice, and then I also have a couple bottles of wine. I like to keep a couple bottles of wine in the house just in case we have company over. And that is basically it for the door organizer. Moving on into the pantry, here is a little overview of what it looks like. Now, originally, there was nothing in here. We added these shelves. This is actually track shelving. We bought this at Menards. You buy the little brackets and the tracks, and then you can adjust the shelves. It's very nice. It's actually thundering out right now. I don't know if you guys can hear that. I think it's getting ready to storm, you guys, and I'm actually really excited because I love when it storms. Are any of you like that? Leave me a comment below and let me know if you love when it storms outside when it rains. Anyways, so like I said, this is from Menards. That is absolutely one of my favorite stores, and it's funny because when I was a kid, I always hated that store. My dad used to be in there for hours, and I always would say, when I become an adult, I'm never shopping here, and now I'm pretty much there like 24/7. All right, let's start out on this very top shelf. So basically this shelf goes back very deep and I store a lot of stuff that I don't typically reach for that often on here. I'll show you guys some of that in a second. The stuff that I do reach for, I have right here in the front. So first of all, I have this little biscuit container here. I found this at HomeGoods and I just thought it was the cutest thing ever. In here, I am storing all of my seasoning packets. I used to store these in a drawer, but then I could never find the ones that I was looking for. So I started storing them in here and it's just nice because I can just grab this little container and there they all are. And then I have my KitchenAid hand mixer here. Like I said, I like to keep the stuff that I use often in the front and I reach for this guy here quite often. I love this little hand mixer so much and I think that the color is so pretty. I always love mint colors so much. And then over here I have my Rae Dunn Good Dog treat jar. And then I also have all of my paper towel down here on the end. And then at the very back of this shelf, it's kind of hard to see, so I'll just show you guys what I have up there on my table. I keep some of my seasonal decor that I would normally have in my kitchen, like some of these pumpkins. I also store some of my seasonal cookie jars up there. I have some Easter ones, as well as some Christmas ones. It just makes them easy to reach for instead of storing them in the attic with the rest of my seasonal decor. Moving down to the next shelf, I keep a lot of my breakfast items on this shelf here. So here's kind of a little overview. I also have some teas and things like that. So down here, I have some different pancake mixes. This one right here, the blueberry one, is one of my all-time favorites. And then this little container here, this Farm Fresh one, I keep some of my Nutri-Grain bars. I found this cute little container at Hobby Lobby. They have a ton of really cute containers there. Next, I have this basket here, which I found at HomeGoods. Inside of this, I have some of my oatmeal and muffin mixes. I am in love with this basket. I actually bought a couple of these baskets because I like them so much. I just basically love the way that the white wire looks with the wood. I just feel like it has a really nice rustic farmhouse look to it. And like I said, inside of it, I'm storing some of my favorite apples and cinnamon oatmeal mix, as well as some of this Martha White muffin mix. These are seriously so good, and these are super easy to make. You can make these muffins so fast. So the blueberry and the wild berry are definitely my favorites. This next basket I'm using to store some more of my coffees and teas. What can I say? We drink a lot of coffee and tea. So this basket, I believe I found in the dollar spot a while back at Target, and I love this one because it has little handles on the side which make it very convenient. I'm also really excited because I recently found some of these fall coffees at TJ Maxx, and the fall ones are my favorite. Moving down to the next shelf, so I have a couple of these white trays. On the one on the left side, I have a ton of these Sweet Baby Ray's sweet teriyaki marinade sauces. These are seriously the best, you guys. Whenever these go on sale, I stock up because they're normally $2.88 and Meijer puts them on sale for 88 cents, and then I go crazy and buy a ton of them. And then over here, I have some of my spaghetti sauces. This Prego Farmers Market garden vegetable one is amazing. And then I just have a few more spaghetti sauces at the back. And then in the middle, I have this basket here, which is from IKEA. And in here, I just store all of my salts, my sea salts that I use to fill up all of my grinders that I have in my kitchen. I recently just picked this one up the other day at HomeGoods. I thought it was really cool. This one is violet salt, so I'm pretty excited to try this one out. I used to always go buy new grinders every time I ran out of my salts or peppers, but then I realized that buying these refills is definitely way cheaper. For instance, this one right here is from Menards, and this was on sale for only $4.99. I also bought a few more from there, so I've been buying a lot of my salt and peppers from Menards. I used to get this one here, which is from Williams-Sonoma, but the ones at Menards are definitely way cheaper. I also picked this one up, this pink Himalayan salt from Menards, and like I said, $4.99. And then I also have one more that I recently picked up from Menards. I've actually never tried this one before. This one is a Himalayan black salt, so I'm definitely excited to try this one out, as well as the violet salt. Like I said, I just love that store, if you guys can't tell. On this side, I have some of these delicious stuffed olives. We buy these from World Market, and these are super yummy. And then at the back, I have some of my favorite garlic pickles. I just thought I would quickly show you guys. These are my most favorite pickles ever. They are the zesty garlic. They taste amazing. And then I have some of this carrot ginger soup. This stuff is amazing, as well as a couple of ranch dressings. I have some canned mushrooms, and I think I have a couple more jars of olives at the back. Moving down to the next shelf, this is probably my favorite shelf right here just because I love all of my containers that I have on this one. So this one has a bunch more of my baking supplies. So first of all, I have some more of these hobnail containers, which I told you guys you were going to be seeing more of these and that I have a little bit of an obsession. I don't know what it is about these little containers, but they just make my heart so happy. So basically, I just keep my flour, sugar, and powdered sugar in these, and I found mine at HomeGoods. The bigger ones I think were $5.99 and the smaller ones were $4.99. So this is what they look like. I believe they also have these at TJ Maxx and Marshall's, and then the other day we even saw some at Burlington if you guys are looking. And then to go inside of them, I found some of these adorable little scoops at HomeGoods. These were $2.99 a piece. We were actually at HomeGoods, Bill and I were one day, and I was looking for these, and I searched everywhere with no luck. And I was getting ready to leave, and all of a sudden he says, "Aren't these the ones you're looking for?" So thank you to my wonderful husband for spotting them because I almost didn't see them. These little scoops are just the perfect size for these containers. I love them so much. They're also very functional, so I am very happy that my husband happened to spot these that day at HomeGoods because I had been looking for some of these little scoops for so long. This tray right here is probably my favorite thing in my pantry. It just says Farm Fresh. I found this at Hobby Lobby, and originally when I bought this, I brought it home and I couldn't figure out what I was going to do with it. And at first I thought I was going to return it, and I ended up deciding to put it in my pantry, and I think it looks so cute in here. So either side, it just has a couple of these wood handles, which I love. I love that I can just grab this tray out of here and take it with me. So inside of the tray, I have some of this decorator icing, and then I have this Rae Dunn canister back here. This is actually from Valentine's Day. This is what the canister looks like, and for those of you that collect Rae Dunn, you probably know that they didn't make one of these canisters that had a black heart on it. So what I did is I just stuck a decal on here of a black heart because I love the way the black heart looks. This is actually how it came. My husband surprised me with this one for Valentine's Day, but I'm not a huge fan of red, so I just decided to do a black heart instead. And then inside of the canister, I just like to store a bunch of my different sprinkles. I have some of this little gel icing that I keep in here. This is just very convenient because when I'm needing different sprinkles, I can just grab the whole canister and bring it into my kitchen and then just have all of them right there instead of searching and then bringing them all separately. And this little canister actually holds quite a bit. I was kind of surprised that all of these sprinkles and everything fit into here. Also, in my Farm Fresh tray, I kind of thought I needed a cow, and I think I found this one at Dollar General. It was only a couple of dollars. Again, this is something I didn't know what I was going to do with, and I thought this would look really cute in the pantry. And I just have some of my neon food coloring inside my cow. I also have some of my mixing bowls that I keep in here. These are some of my mixing bowls that I use quite often, so I like to keep them right here and then I can just grab them easily. So I have one of my Rae Dunn bowls, the other ones I have in my kitchen, and then a couple of these heart ones that my sweet, sweet mom got me for Valentine's Day. Thank you, Mom. I love them so much. And then at the back, I have a couple more of these quart-sized mason jars, and I believe I have baking powder and baking soda. And if you guys are wondering, I'm usually the one always grabbing the stuff out of the pantry, so I pretty much know what everything is. But I also do have a little piece of tape with labels on the very back. I just don't like the way labels look, just in case you guys were wondering. On this next shelf, I have some more of these baskets from IKEA. Like I said, these are the IKEA by Homa baskets. I love these baskets so much. I actually have a couple of these that I use in my linen closets. I just think they have a very nice clean look to them. I think I definitely want to get some more of these. So in this first one here, I have some of these soup mixes here. I have some of this fire roasted vegetable. Again, this is from Menards. The soup is so good. And then there is a cheddar broccoli one that I have. And then at the back, I have some of this onion ring batter mix. This is by the brand Great Value. You can get this at Walmart. It's seriously the best onion ring mix Bill and I have ever had lately. We have just been hooked on making homemade onion rings, and the stuff is super yummy. In this middle basket, I have some of this delicious Annie's mac and cheese. These are so good, you guys. I always used to buy the Kraft, and then one day these were on sale, so I decided to try them, and they are amazing. So these are some of our favorites right here. I think Bill's favorite one is this one right here, the shells and white cheddar. My favorite one would probably have to be the spirals with the butter and the Parmesan. I think that one is super yummy. And then at the back, I have this little Kraft box spaghetti mix. My mom used to make this once in a while when I was a kid. Normally she made her homemade spaghetti, but once in a while she would make this, and it's still my favorite to this day. And then at the back, I just have some of these Harvest Snap Peas. If any of you guys also love this Annie's mac and cheese, leave me a comment down below and let me know what your favorite one is. All right, moving on to the last basket. So in this one, I just have a bunch of different pasta in here. I have some of this whole wheat, some tricolor rotini, and then at the back, I just have some plain bow ties. All right, guys, moving on to the final shelf. This one, I just have a bunch of different random stuff on here. So I have some cereal, bread, some snacks. Over here, I have another one of these wood and white wire baskets like I showed you from up above, which is from HomeGoods. Like I said, I am just in love with these baskets. HomeGoods is probably one of my favorite stores to shop for cute baskets. And inside of this one, I am just using it to store some sparkling and bottled water. In the middle, I have this bread box here. I found this one at World Market. I had actually been on the hunt for a bread box for the longest time, and I came across this one again with the white and the wood. I just love the farmhouse look that it has to it. And then at the back, I have some of these apple and peach slices. I found these at the Dollar Tree. some of this delicious Bare Naked granola, and then over here I have some cereal, I have some Cheerios, and some Raisin Bran Crunch. Whenever I open up a box of cereal, I like to keep it stored in one of these airtight containers. These are amazing and they keep it fresh for the longest time. We always used to end up opening up boxes of cereal and then we would throw them out because they would get stale, but not in these guys. They keep them nice and fresh. I purchased mine from HomeGoods and I believe these were around $10, and then a few weeks later I ended up spotting them at Walmart and I believe they were at least a couple dollars cheaper. So if you guys are looking for these, definitely check Walmart. They also have them available in a bunch of different shapes and sizes as well. Moving on to the very bottom of my pantry, first of all, I have this basket here where I have a bunch of different drinks stored. And then over here on the other side, I have this little container here, which I bought a while ago at HomeGoods, and it just has my dog treats. I love the way the little bone on here looks, and then the wood with the white. Originally, when I bought this, it was gray, but I did spray paint it white. This basket is also from HomeGoods, and I actually got this on clearance because you can see there's two handles in the front, and then at the back they were halfway broken off, so I just ended up breaking them off. So I got this for super cheap, and it actually works out pretty nice because I just keep the handles in the front, so when I want to I can just slide the basket out and grab anything that I want in here. Inside of this basket, I just keep all of our drinks in here. So I have a bunch of bottled water. I have some of these sparkling waters here, some of these delicious Starbucks drinks. I recently just started buying these and they're amazing. I have some cans of sparkling water, and then I have some of Bill's favorite vitamin water zeros. He absolutely loves these. Alright guys, that is going to be it for my pantry tour. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and also if you would like to see more videos like this. Let me know if you guys would like to see a video showing how I organize my cabinets in my kitchen, and I will definitely film that. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you in my next video.